Hi, I'm Patrick, basically creating videos that will help you for your preparation. So today's video is basically on CAT con preparation if you're starting from the month of May 1st. So broad plan as to how to go about the topic of cont. I usually recommend that you start with a mock so that you understand the paper pattern, understand your strong and weak area, and then go about preparing. Now this is specifically with regard to cont, so let's look at cont. So I'm Patrick, scored a 6 times CAT 100 percentile. So hopefully we'll be able to guide you as well as possible. So let's start with a daily plan. What is expected of you daily? Now this is with regards to cons only. So we expect at least 1 to 3 hours daily for cont. This is only for cont. I'm talking your DILR and your verbal could be separate. You could maybe go on for 4 hours, but not recommend beyond 4 hours. Now 1 hour is only if you don't have time to prepare. Say you're working and you only can give 2 hours a day, and then maybe you can give 1 hour for cont. Or you feel you're very strong in cont, you don't have to give time for it. 3 hours, if normally if you feel that you're weaker in cont and you have enough time to prepare. So the weaker you are, the more time you should give for that particular area. So if you feel you're weak in cont, please give more time for that topic. Right? So you can maybe 1 to 3 hours, 1 to 4 hours is what you expected to give for cont. Apart from this, also expect you to give 10 to 15 minutes on mental calculations. Simple calculation in your mind like addition, subtraction, multiplication. So take 2-digit numbers and then add. Like for example, if I say 42 and 33. So what is the addition? What is the subtraction? What is the multiplication? So try doing that. So I'll come up with more videos maybe on mental calculations. But for right now, take simple numbers and just do calculation in your mind. You may also have some apps and tools for mental calculation online, which you can try to use to help you. But don't go beyond 2 digits and focus on more of simple calculations. Now completing the syllabus for cont. Now the focus is cont syllabus. Now the idea is to complete the syllabus till July mid. Now why July mid? So you need enough time for revision, which will come later on, and maybe to write mocks, analyze, strategy, everything. So you require a lot of time later on. So therefore it is preferable that if you're starting from May to complete your syllabus by mid-July. That's what your plan should be. And that's where you should focus on your preparation. I'm not giving you schedule beyond July because the first step is July. Always focus on one step at a time. To focus on mid-July, finishing the syllabus and accordingly plan your preparation. Now when you're finishing the syllabus, just focus on understanding fundamentals of it. Don't go to some exotic formulas or something which is deeper or very complicated. Just understand, because most of the things that come in the examinations are based on your school level mathematics. As long as you're comfortable with school level mathematics, I feel that is sufficient. So understand the fundamentals. You can also give more time for areas where you feel your fundamentals are weak and less time to areas where your fundamentals are strong. You can vary your time accordingly. Focus on solving easy sums. I mean, maybe you can use different methods to solve easy sums. Methods are important. Right now, don't focus on solving tough sums. It doesn't help. So focus on trying to get comfortable with the topic. If you try to focus on tough sums and you try to solve all these sums, your time required to complete a syllabus will be much more, and that may not be advisable right now, because try to keep your schedule till mid-July, maximum till end July. If you try to extend your days for each topic, what will it ensure is your days for completing the syllabus will get extended, and that is not advisable at all. So try to stick to the timelines that you mentioned. Ensure that you keep to a deadline, as I said. I mean, it's not necessary to complete the chapter or you have to complete all the sums that are there in the chapter. Even if you solve few sums from the chapter and you know something about the chapter, it's fine. Try to stick to the deadlines. That's more important. The common mistake that students do is they don't stick to the deadlines, extend the timelines, and then they realize that for the second stage and third stage, you don't have enough time. Try to stick to your deadlines. There is a chance that you will not be comfortable with the topic once you finish the deadline, and which most likely will happen for most of the topics, or all the topics that are there. No one is, to be very frank. So if you feel that there's a specific topic that you need to come back to after you complete the syllabus. Mark the chapter, maybe after you complete the syllabus, come back to for revision sake. But at this point of time, try to complete at least the basics and solve a few sums from each topic. So at least the easy sums from each topic is what you should be able to solve. And that is the key in cracking the exam. Focusing on the easy sums, picking up the easy sums and then trying to solve. Not to try to linger your time on tough sums. Avoid doing that. because that's what even good students do. They try to ensure that they pick up the easy ones and solve and leave out the tough sums. Duration. So let's say from May 1st to July mid, you have total 77 days of preparation. If I calculate 31 days of May, 30 days of June, and maybe 16 days of July, so 77 days of preparation. I kept it 77 because it becomes 11 weeks. 11 days, let's say 6 days of preparation per week and 1 day of revision per week. I'm breaking up into that, or 1 day of covering up the topics which you have missed on in that week. Whichever way, whatever you want to do that on 1 day. Okay, so you basically are left with 66 days of preparation. So 77 minus 11, 66. So how do you break up the 66 days into different topics? So I've made a schedule tentatively, like 4 days for number systems, 3 days for averages, 3 days for percentage. So I've given less time for these topics because these are topics which you may be comfortable with. I mean, once you know percentage, profit and loss should be okay, interest should be okay. Okay, averages you have done. I've given a lot of time for geometry because geometry is an important topic. And a lot of people are not comfortable with geometry. So 15 days for geometry itself, broken up into 5 parts. The other topics which are there, time for distance is a little vast, so I kept more days for that. But you can vary it based on your comfort level. I mean, give less time or more time based on what you're comfortable with. You can vary the timelines. So, but try to stick to whatever timeline that you have planned. And that is very important so that you can finish the syllabus by July mid. Even if you may not master a topic, try to complete the syllabus as fast as possible during that timeline. So you can come back to it after July mid on those topics which you feel you need a little bit more of practice. Okay, so this is stick to your schedule. I'm repeating again because it's very important. Try to do that so that you complete the syllabus by July and can come back to a topic during revision phase. That's not a problem at all. So you can always come back to it. You have enough time after July mid to try to come back. But if you extend the timeline, that's what people do sometimes. They extend the timelines, take too much time on one topic, then they realize it's too late to come back to and revise the topics. So we'll come back to topics, but it's important to know the basics of each topic. Don't keep any topic for option because the key in the CAT is you should be able to solve simple sums that come from any topic. So that means it is important that you go to all the topics and at least know the basics of each topic. That is very important. So easy sums coming from any topic, you should be able to solve. Okay, I hope that is clear. I'll have a next video on the schedule for DILR to help you prepare for your DILR schedule. If you feel you require any other schedule or anything else, do let us know. If you feel the videos are helpful, do subscribe to the channel and do like and do comment on the video. Thank you.